Good afternoon, folks. I typically do a lot of debunking, and this is one of the things that I like to do when somebody sends me something, and this is what I encourage everyone to do. When someone sends you something, oh, look at this, try to prove it wrong, okay? Try to prove it wrong, because that's the only way that you're going to find out if it's truth or not. Now, I want everybody to watch this. This has been circulating around a lot. People are they're all kind of getting up in a tizzy about it. Watch this for a minute. It's about the Volkswagen logo going into a swastika, okay? Watch this. Now, if you notice, it just kind of switches, like, bloop, they just change it. Okay, when I first saw this, I'm like, yo, I'm seeing an instant change at a certain speed. They change it, and then it comes back. Because that line would actually be present, and it would be spinning sideways and showing at an angle as it spins, but that line disappears. Which, obviously, makes me think, that's some BS. But let me actually prove how I debunked it. I literally just did this. I went into spinning Volkswagen logo. So we're gonna look at two of them. We're gonna look at here, look swastika, and then this one here. Okay. So this is a real time. The guy's got a drill and he does it, and this guy's got a spinning table, which is another really good actual way to test it. So we're gonna watch this one really quick.
Okay, I read if you spun the Volkswagen emblem.
This is from Yuan Drew. Yuan Drew.
So I guess I'm gonna test this out.
You see how the line stays there? Where in the other one it disappeared? Yeah, the line stays there. So this one is actually more of a real test. And look at that. No swastika. Looks like a flapping butterfly. Actually, I saw the Bluetooth logo, but that's all that I saw. So from that, I'm like, okay, that seemed like a crock of crap. So let's check this one out. No, dang it. Now here's the turntable, okay? And this one, he actually runs it up very, very slowly so that you can actually see what's going on. Here's the name of the channel down here. Let me bring it down so you can kind of see it. Oh, come on. There you go. Kuiza Zadrik. Okay? This is a slow spinning table. And he speeds it up, speeds it up, speeds it up. Very slowly, so that way you can't miss it. Now notice how the line in the middle will actually stay there. Where on that first one, it just disappeared. Now, don't get me wrong, the visuals are something else. It's pretty trippy. But it doesn't go anywhere. The line is still there. And he's slowly speeding up, so you can't miss the possibility of the swastika. But you don't see it. And you won't see it. So, yeah. Folks, whenever you see something, try to actually go and research and debunk it for yourself. If you can debunk it, then you have a good gift of discernment because you saw what someone showed you and you actually tried to debunk it. If you can debunk it, congratulations. But you got to make sure that you have like good, plausible evidence and research. Like this is a guy with an actual turntable who's in real time doing this in front of you and you're seeing it. Same thing with the guy with the drill. That's real research, real life experiment that you're doing to prove something wrong. So, notice how, oh, I see an eye though. I do see an eye. Has anybody seen swastika yet? I haven't. Because you're not gonna. Now here's one I got sent, and we're gonna break this down. Alright? Now listen to this.
Came out, it was Corona. Right? Corona. Corona is 6 letters.
Correct.
When you use gematria and you say A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and you put Corona lined out at 666. So that's 666. But we found that out. So
now let's check into that. Okay. Gematria calculator, Corona, there's 6 letters. Simple gematria, 66. Sure enough, 666. Check on that. Alright, let's check out the next.
They're saying the white wing crazies found it out, so they changed it to COVID-19.
Okay.
Which is C, what is it, C, right?
Okay, I can see that.
C, yeah.
Like I see.
Ovid, look it up. Ovid means sheep.
Well, let's find out. And here we are. Ovid. Egg-shaped sheep. Latin name. Roman names. Woo-oo. Uh-oh. Might be onto something. Now let's check the rest.
19, military code for surrender. C, sheep, surrender. That's
Look at his
no
face.
joke.
Wow, that is actually the first I've heard of that.
So, let's go check into that. So, put in a search, military surrender code, and I don't find anything like that. But what I do find are these articles on military code of conduct. So there is one for surrender. I'm like, okay, let's go see what this is about, right? Well, it doesn't say anything about code 19. It literally just gives us the articles. There's 6 articles for the military. That's it. There's no 19. So if I am captured, I will continue to resist by all means available. I will make every effort to escape, and to aid others to escape, I will accept neither parole nor special favors from the enemy. So, I will never surrender of my own free will. If in command, I will never surrender the members of my command while they still have the means to resist. So, there's all kinds of different articles, but there's no code 19. Okay? In our current military that I've seen, and I've actually looked at 6 different pages and was like reading through all of them, and I found absolutely no code 19 for surrender at all. Found nothing about code 19. However, I did come over and check this part out, the spiritual meaning of 19, where it says the number 19 is an extraordinary number. In ancient times, it was known as the number of surrender. Okay. As we scroll down, it says number 19 carries the power of number 1 as well as number 9. In simple words, we can say that this number represents the completion of the task that will take you to a new beginning. Well, what's that beginning they're trying to bring us to? It is the reminder that you have accomplished your goal or you are near to achieving it. Also, any particular chapter of your life has ended or is near its end. It shows that closing one door will only open a new one, so you should not get worried. Just kind of makes you wonder, what are they trying to say that we're completing, that we're moving into a new world order maybe? So on a hunch, I decided to go and check some 10 codes, okay? This is military and also police 10 codes, and if we look at 1019, it means return to. But sometimes, knowing that they reverse numbers around, let's go to 91. It says, pick up prisoner or subject. So, I'm not really seeing one for surrender. So, I'm having a hard time with that one. Although, like I said, the one said, well, in ancient times, it's kind of hard for me to confirm that. So, it's a possibility, but I don't know. Okay, and this one here was sent to me. It says, so I took my daughter and partner to the zoo. We saw a monkey murdering a seagull, baby and girlfriend crying. Now, this is some brutal crap. I'd like to know how this went down. I would assume that this bad monkey climbed up there and snatched one right out of the air. Now, viewer discretion advised, folks. It is kind of brutal if this be true. Okay, so we're going to give this a watch. And this is where we have to use our discernment and kind of pick it apart a little bit. Okay, like use some common sense, which seems to be very rare these days. Now, you see this brutal thing going on up there, right? That's pretty aggressive. Now, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at this gap here between the pole and his leg, and you can see how long from his hip all the way down to his leg. So that would be more indicative of a human being, not wearing a monkey suit, not necessarily a chimpanzee. Okay? Now we're going to continue to watch this a little bit. Look at did you see that? See if I can back this up just a wee bit. Where he's standing up straight. A little bit. Look at this. Look at it. There's a sharp edge right here, like he's wearing a monkey suit. See how it comes down like this? A monkey's back, or a chimpanzee, or even a gorilla, their back doesn't do anything like this at all. I think this is a person in a suit, and I don't think this is a real seagull. I think this is like some kind of a model or something that he put together. Now, that's just me. Now, you see the size, but the thing is you see the size of it, and then you see the size of this supposed chimpanzee. Now, that's the other thing. You see biting, he's got feathers in his mouth, but that's not something that chimpanzees or any kind of monkey species, apes, they don't eat that. They don't eat monkeys or birds like that. Well, not normally. They eat fruit. The only way you're going to have that kind of an issue is, if you got something going on like this. like Planet of the Apes, experimentation, and them getting smarter and taking over, then you might have that kind of a situation and issue. But I don't know. At a zoo, I have a hard time seeing that, but who knows, folks? Who knows? Now, occasionally you get sent some things to look at, and you really don't have a way of disproving it. You just kind of have to keep an open mind. And this is one that was sent to me. Clarity is actually pretty good. But this is supposedly in Turkey. And I say supposedly, but I can't say what this is. I mean, this is obviously some kind of like a rainbow of just of lights, and then you've got all kinds of stuff happening inside of it. I mean, it's really awesome looking. It's cool to look at, but you don't know what it is. Don't know if it's real. I mean, it looks pretty real, but I mean, I can't think of anything that could be doing this except for other intelligent life besides our own. Because I've never seen that in the sky. I mean, look at that, folks. That's pretty wild looking. If anybody can let me know what it is, that would be great. What do y'all think? What is that? Now here's an example of one that's I can see two sides of this. Okay, I'm gonna play the good guy and the bad guy on this one video. We're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna kind of walk you through it.
Good morning, guys. So I saw a video the other day of showing how the ink, well, the black on Nurofen tablets that we think is ink, is actually graphene oxide. And
okay, now I don't have access to this. I've never even seen this before. This must be something over in the UK. That's number one.
And I decided
number
to
two,
test myself. Now,
she's got them all pulled out, and they're already in this glass.
Water, but what I did was I put in
so there's
a whole week's worth
no way
of
to know if she didn't put it in here beforehand. Do you see what I mean? We didn't get to watch the whole thing. We just saw just this. Now she puts the magnet up here, and it pulls it to the side. Does it very well. So it's like, hey, kudos for that. Now, would it surprise me? Absolutely not. But the thing is we didn't see the whole process. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if anybody has any kind of medicines, over-the-counter stuff that you would like to do any kind of experimentations like this, by all means, do so and let me know about it. Email it to me. I would love to show it, to let the people know, because I actually don't take over-the-counter medicine, so I don't have any. So if anybody does and you'd like to, please do so. Make sure you show that you're actually crushing it up, putting it in the water to get dissolved, and using the magnet. Show the whole process so then everyone can see the truth of it. But this would not surprise me in the least bit. So remember, folks, keep your eyes open. No fear. Love is the only way forward.